Yo, what's good? What's good, everyone? What's good? Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Technical Tuesdays. My name is Bastion. For those of you who do not know me or those of you who are new, welcome to the Inner Wealth YouTube channel. Let's run it up, guys. You guys already know the deal. And for those of you who are new, this is how we regularly open our calls is with covering news. Okay? I am going to be honest with you guys. I didn't know that there was news this morning. Yeah, I didn't know that there was PMI this morning at 10, but we'll go over price action together here. Let me go ahead and switch my screen real quick. All right. So we're going to be covering Forex Factory real quick. So okay, since I already missed Monday, I'm not going to cover Monday, but my week started today. So we're going to start here, okay? August 1st, first of the month. There's a lot to review today. First one would be a PMI at 10 a.m. Okay, at 10 a.m. Eastern, we did have PMI reports being released. Okay, we'll go over that here in a second. USD news tomorrow at 8:15. Guys, backtest this. Okay, there's a little folder right here that you guys can go backtest it. See if it's volatile. See if it's even worth like worrying about or even getting up towards. Because this is about, almost 2 hours, 15 minutes short from 2 hours before I even take my first trade of the day. So yeah, it's about 2 hours away from like my trading window. I think it's safe to say that if you miss those news, it won't be the end of the world. But again, for those of you who do trade news or who are actively watching news, learning maybe, this is a great one to go back test. Again, you do your own due diligence. Don't take my word for it, okay? Thursday, well, quite a bit of red folders, but nothing for the US dollar until 8:30 a.m. Okay, maybe for the pound and US dollar tomorrow would be a good day to trade, being that it has a lot of volatility, a lot of red folders for the pound. Okay, and then you got USD at 8:30 a.m. and more PMI at 10 a.m. Okay, so again, do your own due diligence, study these, click on the folder, go back a couple of times, a couple of reports, review what those reports have done in the past, and assess what they may do in the future. Friday's NFP. So I'll be honest with you guys. On Thursday, I probably won't be trading too much. I I personally don't trade too much before very high impact news. For example, FOMC. The morning of FOMC, I usually do not trade. The day right before NFP, I usually do not trade. But again, I've had winning trades on the Thursday right before NFP. That doesn't mean I have not. I definitely have. But more often than not, I find myself in being a part of the liquidity until, NFP hits. So, being that I have collected that data over the over few months, repetitive months of trading NFP, I will be sitting out on Thursday until Friday NFP, right? Kind of just like, I don't know, if you're out in the wilderness and you have so many bullets for the week, you need to make sure that every time you shoot that bullet, it's a high probable bullet and it's not going to miss. Okay. And yeah. So that's it for news. Let's go ahead and get on the charts. Hey, good morning, everyone. Cool. Okay, so being that it's the start of the week, every Tuesday, I'm going to be clearing up my charts. So I won't be having any markups at the start of every Tuesday. So that way, we can cover price action from top to bottom together. This one's very clear. Very, very clear for me. Is a previous monthly high. It's pretty obvious as to where we're going in terms of monthly perspective, it could be something that we hit fairly soon. So that is an area that I'm looking at. Okay, it's July's high. Okay, we could take our time getting there. The weekly is bullish. I do see some bullishness coming into there, but all I would tell you guys is that I'm pretty bullish on the dollar, and so I feel like we should definitely start on the dollar. Actually, let's go to the dollar first. Here is exactly what we wanted to see on the dollar. Beautiful. Okay. So the dollar, guys, this really confirms the bullishness for me in terms of the dollar. I am looking at all of these highs, looking at potential previous monthly highs to go for. My final objective would be this equal top right here, but of course, you know, intermediate targets first. So previous monthly high is my first objective. I am looking at this high to target July's high. So in terms of DXY, I'm pretty bullish. What will really do it for me is if we close on this weekly time frame, we close above this bearish imbalance. That would really settle things for me in terms of bullishness, and in that case, I'd be aiming for those highs over there to the top left. But until that happens, I'm just going to sit around and wait for these very intermediate objectives to get hit first. So I'm looking at these intermediate objectives. First one being the high of this week right here. Okay, which is also the high of... Yeah, no, it's not the high of July. So that high is the one that I'm looking at. Previous area of distribution, the high of July is up here. So again, before we get to the high of July, we have to get through this high, this previous area of distribution, and a lot can happen there. So you have to be prepared for things not going according to plan, right? So give me one sec here. Let's go look at these gaps that we've been seeing. So let me take this off for study purposes, and then that, boom. Okay, so we've been longing pretty nicely. Last week's long objectives got hit pretty nicely as well. We got that gap right here that we traded down into, up to and rejected from, and that brought us back down to this gap down here that we traded down into, this imbalance, that insufficiency right there. Now we have this gap right here. We could come back there, but honestly, we're pretty far away, so I'm not really going to look here nor here anymore. Now we did tap into this. We traded above, came back, and then just continued moving to the upside. So that gap right there also has been played. Okay, that doesn't mean we can't play them again, but being that we're moving in a very opposing direction, I'm really not that interested in it anymore. Okay, and so now in terms of longs daily, I am looking at this high right here. Okay, closing above all of these bearish imbalances is a really good sign for strength to continue moving to the upside. I am looking for more longs in terms of DXY. For the weekly, that's my weekly objective right there, is that one. We're fairly close to it, and we could probably hit it pretty soon. But again, it's just it could really take 2-3 days, or it could hit it this afternoon, this evening. And really, we won't know until it actually takes place. All we can do is mark up and anticipate. Also, guys, for those of you who entered the giveaway, I am announcing the giveaway winner today. Okay, I am announcing the giveaway winner, and I will be doing the whole thing live with you guys, so that way everybody can see who the winner is as well. So stick around towards the end of the session, and then you might be the lucky winner for this 20K account, right? There's going to be 2 winners, so hey, there's 2 chances to win. And there was about like 40 entries. So like if you look at the math, there's 2 prizes. So if there's 2 prizes, divide the amount of winners, the amount of entries by half, right? That's about 21 out of 20 chances of getting this 20K challenge. And to me, those are like, you know, in a giveaway and, you know, something like that, I feel like that's a pretty good odds right there. Okay, 1 out of 20 odds of getting a 20K funded account. So, anyways, guys, back to the charts. Longs for me, just remaining long. On the 4 hour, you guys can see that we are just pushing up, but on the 1 hour, there's a slight accumulation going on. Distribution on the 15 minute. Maybe we'll go a little bit lower on the 1 hour and start accumulating on the indices. Okay. So let's move over to indices. Oh, there it is. There's the accumulation taking place already. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly, just previous monthly high makes the most sense in terms of NASDAQ. Okay. For the weekly, I have the same objective. You know, I do see us going higher. We can potentially go lower, a little bit lower, but the chances are that it may not even happen this week. So for now, we will leave all this liquidity to the downside that's built up. For me, you know, more than likely we are going to just go to longs. I will make you guys aware of this gap right here. Okay, we are bearish and we do still have this gap right above Monday's high. All right, so I won't be surprised if we even do something like this. Boom. There's a lot of scenarios that could play out. From here, we could just go to the high. From here, could go to the gap and dump. You know, so I'm going to keep my eyes open for this area specifically on terms of NASDAQ. But I am long on NAS. I do see us going long overall. We traded down below previous daily high, low into this price action here. So on a daily perspective, this is my objective, is that previous daily high. We don't necessarily have to get there, but that's honestly on a daily perspective, I feel like it's a pretty good chance that we can get there from this previous area of accumulation that we're trading from. Okay, today I did take some trades. I'll show you guys here in a second. The 1 hour is still bearish here, walking itself up very, very aggressively after we took out the low. So I'll show you guys a little bit more of that. So I took this trade was right here. I wait till 10 a.m. So one thing I'll tell you guys, I was in a trade before 10, given that there was news. This really got my attention. It's like, so I was in the longs right at news release. So I guess it's 10 a.m. still. No. Like right before 10 a.m. Yeah. About right here where this imbalance is and this 15-minute breaker lines up. So we have a 15-minute breaker with an imbalance. So now I'm just going to highlight the overlap of those two. And that's really where my entry was, is on the overlap of those two. And you guys can see here, I wasn't in on the first tap. I was in on the second tap. So on the second bearish candle right there. Okay, stop loss below that low. And really, I was just aiming to see if we get above this high right here on the left, on the 1 hour high. See if we broke structure. Okay, now one thing I will tell you guys, this is the 1 hour. Okay, so now because the 1 hour is still bearish, even if we come into our area and let's say the 1 minute reaccumulates, right? The 1 minute reaccumulates, I will not be adding on to my position given that the the 1 hour was still bearish. So you guys can see kind of like the ending to this trade. I ended up getting hit out at break even. It did go my way for a little bit, and then I went break even because of the 1 hour. And you guys will see what happened here. After we sweep that, we go to the 1 hour here one more time. Here, 1 second. Let's take out that candle one last time. Okay, if you look at this whole range in terms of structure from this high to this low, the only internal liquidity we have is 9 a.m.'s high. Okay, and let's take out this position for the longs. So you got 9 a.m.'s high, a bearish range, the 1 hour respecting the bearish the bearishness. Okay, and then you have this 15-minute previous area of distribution right here. So to me, it just made sense. If we come to that high, stop loss above that imbalance high right there, to me it made sense aiming for the low on NASDAQ, being that we had that bearishness coming in pretty strongly. So right there. Super fast. It was actually very, very fast. I did get tapped in, filled in right there. I got filled in actually like about right here. Like it was like a 1 and 3 on my end. Okay, I didn't get filled in right away because it was so fast that I spiked the high that I got in like right after. And so I did get like a 1 and 3-ish. And that was my Tuesday. That was my first trade of the week actually. I have the second trade of the week. So same setup in a way. I was looking at this bearish range, but I really wanted to see the longs today overall. Now, fast forward to where we're at right now. Okay, we did end up sweeping the low and really, really exploding to the upside. Okay, and I really like this whole long. But now, let's see if there was an opportunity to get into the market. Okay, let's see. After we took out the low, what do we look for? We look for a displacement, right? Or an imbalance being created. Manipulation, right? So here it is. You have this beautiful imbalance right here. Like that. See how the way that candle just tapped into it and we took off. Just like that. To the same high. I mean, probably even to like that 1 hour high right there. The original long that I wanted. Like I really won't be surprised when we hit those. Like it's very obvious as to where we're gonna go. So if you're on the longs, very nice. I'm looking at these highs to go get clapped. You know, the Asian high being first, but definitely looking at these longs. They're beautiful. Across the board. Dow long pretty hard already for the day. Again, I won't be surprised if we just kick it within the range on Dow. But let's break down Dow together, just how we did in NASDAQ, okay? But you know what? So check this out. Actually, I want to share this with you guys because I did this trick and I did it with you guys on a live stream. And it's been doing wonders for me. Crazy what your mind does with just a simple orientation, okay? So about a month ago, I noticed that I went back on my trades and I noticed that most of my really big wins were on NASDAQ. And I've been taking trades, but most of my winning trades were on US 30. But not just that, but then I noticed it wasn't just winning trades that were mainly US 30. It was mainly overall 80 to 90% of my trades were taken only on US 30. And about only 10% of them were taken on NASDAQ. Yet NASDAQ was giving me the way bigger returns in terms of like record big days, right? And so when I realized that NASDAQ was giving me bigger days, but yet Dow was the one that I was trading the most, I've always been a Dow trader. I've always preferred Dow, but I never knew why or understood why. Okay, now this simple change will blow your guys' mind away. Okay, but all I did was change the orientation of my watch list. Okay, so now instead of going DXY, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, I go DXY to NASDAQ first. It changed the game for me. Now, it's about like, since a month since I've done this change, about 60 to 80% of my trades are all on NASDAQ. And then the other 20%, 20 to 40% are on Dow Jones. So it's changed a lot for me just by switching from like this. Dow used to be on top. Now I have Nasdaq on top, and that's the one that I review first. It's such a small switch, I know, but it does a huge amount of mental change, because now I'm no longer just looking at Dow, focused on Dow, but I'm looking at the asset that's over the period of time has given me the biggest returns. So if that makes sense, I hope that that is useful to one of you. If you ever feel like you're kind of stuck trading the one asset, not that there's anything wrong with that. The master your assets, master your craft, but sometimes a closed mind of just wanting to trade one asset, like me, just wanting to trade Dow, wanting to be only good on Dow, can block blessings, can block you from like receiving bigger things, because you think that that Dow is like the biggest thing that's going to give you, but then you realize like, whoa, you've been blocking these blessings for a couple months now, you know? So, again, be open-minded. I guess that's what I'm saying. Don't fall victim of this close-minded gestures. Like someone that when you show up to the charts and you really didn't find price action attractive, or you didn't see anything, that's not for you to label as that I don't like that market, because then you put a label that you don't like a market, and you could have your biggest trading day that day, but because you blocked yourself from it, closed minds will block blessings. So I'll let you guys know that. If you don't know if you have a closed mind or not, this is a really good way to like figure out if you're a closed minded, if you have closed minded thoughts. And it doesn't make you a closed minded individual. It just makes you susceptible to those characteristics. But the best way to realize whether you have these tendencies or not is your levels of expectations. If you feel like you have high levels of expectations from the market, or levels of expectations at all from this industry, I'm just letting you know. I don't know if I like heard this quote somewhere sometime in my life, but I vividly remember dreaming about this. And I said this in my dream, and now I'm going to tell it to you guys. And it's never have expectations, so that way you could always receive. And I don't know, I had that, it came to me in a dream about having zero expectations, because the more you expect to receive, the less you will actually receive. Because if you expect something specific to come about, but what's really meant for you is outside of that, but your expectations do not allow you to receive anything outside of this, because, for example, me, Dow was my favorite, or Dow was my main one, or so I thought. You know what I mean? Now I'm having way bigger days, and it was a simple switch. But it was from a closed-minded expectation of only receiving from Dow, or only trading Dow, to opening my mind, having zero expectations from Dow, and that allowed me to welcome a lot of blessings. Like Nasdaq or SPX. I've been trading SPX a lot more too, and I think that's so powerful. SPX, I love SPX now. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because just write that down. Like, without expectations, you can welcome blessings. With expectations, you will narrow down how much you can receive, or what you receive, right? So the process of receiving starts with giving. And when you give without expectations, you will receive abundantly. Anyways, I'm getting way too off topic. Oh, there it is. We hit that high. Super easy trade. Anyways, you guys have the objectives for the week on Nasdaq. Let's go to Dow. Feel the exact same way about Dow. Previous monthly high. Very close by. I know it's going to be achieved. Maybe we'll have 2 monthly objectives this time around. But for so far, monthly objective, previous monthly high. On a weekly perspective, it's very similar. Okay, here on a daily, It's about the same again. Just really looking at the high. And here on the 4 hour, you can kind of see the rejection that we had from all of this. I really don't want to see price action go much lower, but I feel like within this 4 hour range, or within this range period. So check this out. This range for me is right here. So I believe that low took out that liquidity this high. So this is my range for me right here in terms of liquidity. And in terms of liquidity, 50% and below, we have all of this liquidity down here, and then this 4 hour like bullish range. Now 50% and above, we do have that liquidity and this high right here. So again, I'm looking for more longs in terms of Dow, previous monthly high. There's liquidity on both ends on Dow, so this is why I stayed away from Dow, because the downside had a lot of liquidity, the upside had a lot of liquidity. Has a major liquidity level, so we'll leave it. Yeah, we'll leave it at that on Dow. Yesterday, though, I'm really happy that I wasn't on it, but we did really just respect this new week opening gap right here. Yeah, do have that new week opening gap right there. We did respect that today. Maybe we come back down into it, sweep some of this, and come back up. We'll see on Dow. Doesn't look like we're accumulating as hard as we did on NASDAQ. NASDAQ took out that high. Maybe we see some lows again, but as of right now, this is NASDAQ range. So maybe we play from premium back to discount, discount back to premium. Usually when I see a large range, I expect price action to kind of play within that range for the most of the day. So very bullish on all assets. For the most part, until we take out these highs, that is the only time that I'll be looking for shorts. Till then, long-term shorts, I won't be shooting for. Short-term shorts, yeah, maybe it will be like some very like easy scalps, but as of right now, I'm pretty bullish. I'm going to be waiting for these setups across the board. S&P. Excuse me, I need to stretch. S&P is the only one that has this bearish divergence here on a monthly perspective. Everything else was really bullish. But in terms of S&P, very similar. Previous monthly high just makes most sense. We have a long range here on the weekly, so we can retrace quite a bit. Unlike NASDAQ, we can retrace quite a bit on S&P. In terms of the daily perspective, though, we did take out that previous daily low, and we are respecting this bullish trend. So maybe we just continue pushing to the upside. And then this big range that we have here on the weekly, we can probably grab this premium range, so 50% and above. And I'm going to grab that range, and I'm going to divide it in two again. And what this does, it provides me a range of a discount and premium within my premium range. So this 50% and below would be your discount within your premium. And so I would only go long if we made it within that area there, because that's my highest probable area being so high up in terms of the longs, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, let me know in the chat and I'm happy to help. So longs overall, okay, we've been shorting off since we swept previous daily high, created this insufficiency, and we came below previous daily low. That's beautiful. The way that we took out 9 a.m.'s low right here is beautiful. Or yeah, 8 a.m. and 9 a.m.'s low. Beautiful right there. Okay, here on the 15-minute, not much of a rejection. We are bullish here in the 15-minute. 5 minutes bearish. Yeah, we could just be pushing down a lot lower. So bullish overall, bearish at the moment. We'll just leave it there for today. And before I do hit out, I'm actually going to break down Euro USD because I get a lot of requests on it. And I love Euro USD. GBP USD, Euro USD, beautiful assets. So, being, of course, that we already went over the DXY, you guys already know DXYs, we're looking at some more bullishness. So, because we're looking at some more bullishness, brings me my attention to this imbalance here. Excuse me. I really need to yawn. Okay. That imbalance right there. That imbalance right there gets my attention for these shorts, okay? I'm not saying that we can only short from there. I mean, go long from there, but that's an objective as to where I want to see these shorts come to a stop or a halt. Now, 50% or below this current range is about right here. That's my first objective. First objective is that double bottom. Then I'm looking at this previous area of the accumulation, which is a gap right here. Okay, that's the next objective, and then after that is that triple bottom and imbalance, right? So there's levels to everything. Like, you can acknowledge levels, but just understand that there's intermediate targets that build up to those levels that we may hit first and just makes sense, okay? Because 50% or below. So definitely looking for some shorts here. The daily left this giant gap here. I really like that. But here's where I see on the daily. The daily has this range right here. 50% and above is premium. So we want to go short in premium. And this is my range right here. From that high to this low, 50% and above is this high right here. So I'm looking for shorts from that high going down into these lows. Okay? You guys see the objectives. We're looking for some shorts from here all the way down there. That's being my final objective. But yeah, that's basically all I'm going to be looking at in terms of Euro USD, is getting up there for some shorts and just, yeah, looking at more lows. So we'll see what ends up happening and playing out. I am going to be wrapping up the call, but not before I announce this giveaway winner. And thank you for you guys who did stick around. Now, I will tell you guys this. I'm going to announce the winner on Telegram too. Yeah, I'm going to announce the winner on Telegram as well and Instagram. If the winner, doesn't claim it, I'll do another spin, but yeah, I'll announce the winners. Now, here's the trick, guys. Here's the trick. I'm going to read the rules to you guys one more time, all right? They were very simple rules. Very, very simple rules, okay? Where is it? Very simple rules. Pull it up here on my Instagram, okay? How to enter, you answer this question. What's funnier than 24? Okay? Tag 2 friends with your answers down below. And you must be subscribed to the YouTube at Inner Wealth channel. So here is the trick, guys. For those of you who entered the giveaway, okay, I can't verify that you're subscribed to the channel. But when I do give you this giveaway, I'm going to ask for a screenshot of you being subscribed to the channel to provide me with proof of that, right? But then, of course, anybody can just go over there and say, oh shit, I didn't subscribe, and then subscribe. I'm just letting you guys know, if you subscribe starting today to the channel, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. Like, you had to have done these steps by the end of July. If you didn't complete these steps by the end of July, that's an automatically disqualification. All right? So if I do announce your name, better hope that you've been subscribed to the channel. If not, I'm sorry, but your name will be disqualified. All right, guys. So let me pull this up. There was, yeah, about 40. So here are the entries. All right, I'm about to spin the wheel. Give me just 1 second. I should probably record this on Telegram as well. I mean, on Instagram. Shit. I keep saying Telegram. All right, guys. All right, so here is the giveaway winner. Nice. Here's our first giveaway winner, Alexis Carry On. So hit me up on Telegram, Instagram, anything. Just hit me up. All right. And let's do one more. Our second winner for our 20K challenge account, JD. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. So again, congratulations to the winners. Hit me up on either Instagram or Telegram. And yeah, guys, congratulations. Clap easy. Take care. All right, so sorry, I was saying that for Instagram, but no, for YouTube. Yeah, guys. Clap easy, guys. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, AC, you won, I believe, the first one, right? And yeah, so okay, so here's for anybody that didn't win. For those of you who didn't win, I want you guys to stay tuned because here and during August, I will be doing another giveaway. Okay? I will be doing my goal is to do these giveaways monthly. So, I want to incorporate this and make it a little bit more fun, more interactive because on the next one I want to do it a little bit bigger. Um I want to give either a 50K or 100K because on where is it? Yeah, in September, at the end of September, it's my birthday. So I want to give for my birthday. I want to give away either a 50K or two 50Ks or 100K. We'll figure the details out of that. But again, stay tuned, stay subscribed for our giveaway winners. Okay, for the giveaway winners, please send me a screenshot of you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are a giveaway winner and you subscribe today, you will be automatically disqualified. So just send me a screenshot of your subscription to Inner Wealth YouTube channel and you get your 20K challenge. If not, guys, I will be spinning this again and then I'll give out a new winner and I'll announce it on Instagram and on the next Technical Tuesdays. So, guys, trade responsibly. Let's have an incredible week. This is the first week of August. Okay, first day of August is today. Let's kill it. Let's have an amazing and incredible fucking month, year. Close it out strong, all right? Remember, next month, we close out the third quarter of the year. That means, guys, after September, we only have 3 months left, all right? So let's run it up harder than ever. Time to lock ourselves in. Summertime's dying down, right? Like, at least here in Utah, it's dying down. Time to start locking ourselves in. And yeah, guys, trade responsibly, okay? Love you guys. Peace. One of my students, was cool.